Hello, I'm Runia, aka Media Adaptation, and welcome back to Moderation's 12 Days of Christmas. And it's Monday, so that means it's time to look at more myths and urban legends from around the world. And today we're taking a look back at the works of Trevor Henderson, the creator of Siren Head, which we covered a few weeks ago. And apparently he's growing quite the weird army of strange monsters. As today we're looking at another of his works entitled Cartoon Cat. Well, it's not its original name, but it seems it was given to him by the community, before it was being officially adopted later on. In his first image, which was called Just Like Your Favorite Cartoon Characters, it's really hard to tell what kind of animal it was actually supposed to be, as it uses the rubber hose mechanic of the early 30s era cartoons, able to morph its shape into whatever it wants. And it wasn't until its next clip, which was called What They Found in a Dirty Mall, did we get a chance to see this thing in its whole or completed state. And it feels like Felix the Cat mixed with the modern Bindi and the Ink Machine, and the white cartoon gloves, which was a necessary mechanic back in the days of black and white animation, as to not obscure them when they are held next to the character's body. And even though this thing's classified as a cat, it would then be missing its signature tail. So, unsure if that's an oversight or a simplistic form of early animation. The next one is called All the Classics Are Coming Back, again demonstrating the fluid nature of its biology. Its head now resembling a mask, since the bone structure seems to be finite, or at least needs to stay attached to the creature's main body. After that, we got another full body shot of it standing outside the building this time, as it sways in the wind. And this one's caption is, "That's all, folks," a nod to the ending of the classic Looney Tunes programming. This character is always strange, but was never seen to be threatening, kind of a shadow of days gone by. But the next clip, which also shares the same "That's all, folks" title, shows this thing in a completely different light, as it's no longer in an abandoned building, just watching the world go by. Now it seems to turn aggressive, hunting in this strange age, of which it has been awakened to, as it now appears inside of a modern home. And then finally we got the Cartoon Cat fact sheet, which sounds great in theory, but most of the information is redacted, but in a way that you can still partially read it. And it seems to say that it was made, or found at least, in 1939. Often found in abandoned locations, and potentially noted for its cruelty. The strange part is that the caption states that Cartoon Cat is one of the most blank out of the blank. Again, the first part is either simply cruel or dangerous, but the second part implies that there's some sort of category, similar to the SCPs. As if there's now another player dealing with his creations, much in the same vein. So I guess we'll have to look at some of the other works as well later down the line, of which I'm unsure how many exist. I do know the names of Longhorse and I think Bridgeworm, but they'll get their spot in due time. And that about does it for this video. If you have any other ideas like seeing made into a video, then please post it down in the comments below, and we'll add it to our next viewer request week.
It's now time for the part of the show where we ask you to help us appease the YouTube algorithm by dropping a like, share, or comment. It helps out much more than you'd think.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, then it's very much appreciated. And if you'd like to support this channel, then please visit our Patreon. Link will be down in the description below. Even if you can't give a lot, every little bit helps. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Anyway, I'm Runia.
And I'm Ada.
Reminding you to take life in moderation.
Weep not, poor children, for life is this way.